It lights up. What about this one? It doesn't control anymore.
We're into the century.
Innovation.
No more. How do we vote?
I'm becoming obsolete.
Oh, yes and no. Look at, we can even vote from.
You know, I had
Oh,
one,
yeah.
and then in the meeting this morning, I gave it to Mr. Circo. But luckily, we had one that I, you're right, we should have like 5 of them.
Hopefully it'll work out well. So you do everything here.
Yeah. The 1970s thing is kind of like that.
Hmm?
It's just here for decoupage right now. It's a pinch
Yeah.
thing here on the side.
I wonder if there's a button.
Pledge in a moment of silence. Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Be seated. And roll call, please.
Okay. Commissioner Edison,
Present.
Commissioner Pollock Root,
Present.
and Commissioner Sotile.
Present.
Let the record show Commissioner Circo and Commissioner Amorose are not present.
Okay. Welcome to the El Cajon City Planning Commission. This meeting is being live streamed on the City of El Cajon website. Appeals of the final decisions of the Planning Commission may be made this evening by filing it in writing with the city clerk before 5 p.m. Monday, August 3rd, including a payment of a filing fee. If you wish to speak on either a non-agenda or agenda item tonight, please fill out a request to speak card located by the secretary and give it to the secretary, who will call you up to speak when the agenda item is come up for comment. We ask that you give your full name, spelling of your last name. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes. This display on the podium, as well as the other monitors in the chamber, will show the time counting down. At 30 seconds, the podium clock will turn red, signifying you have 30 seconds until your time is expired. Applicants and individuals representing groups of people may be allotted more time if appropriate. All public comment should be addressed to me as the chair of the commission and not to individual commissioners or to staff members. Please turn off all electronic devices if you have not already done so. Pursuant to City Council Resolution 114-79, a commissioner who has received evidence relating to a matter before the Planning Commission other than an unescorted view of the subject property is required to disclose such information at the hearing. At this time, we'll take any comments from any member of the public on any item of business within the jurisdiction of the commission and is not on the agenda. Under state law, no action can be taken on items brought before under public comment, except to refer it to staff for administration or placed on future agenda. Is there any member of the public who wishes to address the commission under public comment? Please come forward at this time. Were any public comments submitted prior to this meeting?
No public comments were received.
Okay, moving on to the consent calendar. A single motion will cover all items on the consent calendar. Does any commissioner wish to pull a consent calendar for discussion?
No.
Does any staff wish to pull a consent calendar item for discussion?
No changes from staff. Thank you.
Excellent. At this, let me see, we're here. Sorry. Lost my place, I'm sorry.
I move to adopt consent calendar item.
Move to adopt the consent calendar, seconded. Please vote. Oh, boy. Did that work? Try it again.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
Excellent. Alrighty. All right. Lost my place. The first item under public, oh wait, let me get back to, excuse me for a moment. We are stuck on vote.
Sure, Commissioner Edison, I believe that our chair, Chair Circo, is now arriving.
Okay, excellent. We'll be turning over the commission to Paul Circo, and it'll give me a chance to fix my,
I'm stuck in the screen that says vote, and it won't move any direction.
it defaulted back to the vote.
I did. The square?
No.
They're asking about the vote. It says zero,
It
so
would all
are
of
they
us.
okay to just have their screens where they are?
Thank you for your patience while we work with our new technology.
But there's always a glitch in anything new. Okay, we are at,
Oh,
we are now,
mine says all abstain. Huh,
and we are back.
okay,
No, we're good, we're here.
okay, got it. Okay.
And we are at, item number 169. Yeah, we did all the consent, everything.
So thank you, Mr. Chairman. So at this time, the commission did initiate the adoption of the consent calendar. And so at this point on the agenda, we're at public hearing item number 2 for Hacienda's Beer and Wine Service.
Oh, there we go. New technology is wonderful once you get used to it. All right, so agenda item number 2. The project is Hacienda's Beer and Wine Service. The request is to establish on-sale beer and wine alcohol sales. CEQA recommendation is exempt, and staff is recommending approval. Staff.
Good evening, Planning Commissioners. My name is Mike Villione, Principal Planner with the Development Service Department. The first item on this evening's agenda is a conditional use permit request for beer and wine service submitted by Hacienda's Mexican Food. The application specifically requests an alcoholic beverage control type 41 license, which is for on-sale beer and wine at a bona fide eating establishment, in this case, of course, Hacienda's Mexican Food. Proposed alcohol service is in conjunction with and subordinate to the existing food service. No bar, live entertainment, or changes to hours are proposed with the application. The restaurant currently operates 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. except on Sundays, when it opens at 8 a.m. The project site is 660 El Cajon Boulevard, which sits at the corner of Millar Avenue and El Cajon Boulevard, with access at the rear from a public alley. The site is a completely covered, nearly 5,000 square foot lot featuring a 2,900 square foot commercial building divided into 2 suites. Hacienda's occupies the southerly suite highlighted in yellow. The property has consistent general commercial, general plan land use and zoning designations, and is also within the Transit District Specific Plan Commercial Village designation, which accommodates a range of public-oriented businesses. Here is the existing floor plan for the restaurant. The approximately 1,050 square feet of floor area includes a 644 square foot dining area with tables, 509 square foot kitchen area, and bathroom. No alterations are proposed to the floor plan. Alcohol would be stored within the existing walk-in refrigerator in the kitchen and served by staff. Not shown at the rear is a covered storage area dating to the late 1960s, which is secured by a fence with barbed wire. Generally, alcoholic beverage control establishes a number of allowable license authorizations by census tract. There are currently 0 active on-sale licenses, but based on population, 3 on-sale ABC licenses are authorized. Crime is also a consideration, and the most recent data from the police department reflects an average crime rate in the census tract. Further, the police department did not express concerns or object to the proposed on-sale license. In order to ensure compatibility with surrounding commercial and residential uses, the proposed conditions of approval require that beer and wine sales occur in conjunction with food service, responsible operations and responsible beverage service training for staff, and removal of barbed wire, which is not permitted in a general commercial zone. It is proposed that the project is exempt from environmental review pursuant to Section 15301 of the California Environmental Quality Act, guidelines for existing facilities. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission approve the CEQA determination and conditional use permit subject to conditions, as the use is consistent with general plan and municipal code requirements. This concludes staff's report, and I'm available to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, staff. Any questions for staff?
Parking, just off the street parking, correct?
Your microphone is not on.
There you go.
Am I on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Parking requirements, since it's a commercial district, there's no parking requirements, correct?
That's correct. There's no parking requirement in this area due to its proximity to the transit station. There is an accessory parking lot behind the alley, though.
And that's available to the restaurant?
It is.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Commissioner Edison, you had a question?
Haciendas is already here. What's the significant change?
It's just adding the beer and wine sale.
That's it.
Yeah. No change to the kitchen, no change to anything, just, I was actually surprised that there were no active licenses in the whole tract. All right, any other questions for staff? Let's open up the public hearing. Do we have any speaker cards?
Not for this item.
Okay. Does anyone wish to speak to this item? All right. I will make a motion to close the public hearing. Motion made by Commissioner Serco, seconded by Commissioner
Oh,
Paul
here we go
Crude.
again.
Please vote.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, my God.
It went away.
They said we all abstained.
It went without us.
Apologies, I believe I hit the wrong button.
All right,
May I
let's
have you
try
start
that
over?
again.
It's okay, new technology.
Go ahead and make your vote. Do I have to hold it down for it? There it is. Oh, okay.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
All right.
There it goes.
Thank you.
Before Planning Commission enters into deliberations or considers public testimony, I would also acknowledge that the applicant's representative is in the audience and has acknowledged that they've read the report and considered the conditions.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
It's got a mind
We
of
are
its
having
own.
fun with our new technology. Technology is great, especially once you learn how to use it. Any discussion on our current on the current item?
I think it's a pretty straightforward application.
Yeah.
Yeah, any more discussion? Because I think it's a good
No,
idea.
I don't have any.
Then I move to adopt the next resolution in order approving, I'm hopefully I am in the right one, number, well, it
Oh,
went
my
away.
gosh.
So, It just keeps going away.
Yeah. It keeps on going away.
I'm voting before I can read.
Oh,
No.
no.
Nope. We went
Oh,
to
there we go. Okay,
rejection.
I'm going to try this again. I move to adopt the next resolution in order approving CUP number 2026-00001, subject to conditions.
I'll second it before it goes away.
Yeah.
Motion made by Commissioner Pollock-Rude, seconded by Commissioner Sotile. Please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
I feel like I'm playing a really bad video game.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If I may, this decision is final by the Planning Commission unless an appeal is received within 10 days.
Thank you.
Great. That was easy.
Sorry, having scrolling issues here. Here we go. All right. Item number 3. The project is the Broadway Banquet Hall. This is a request for underground parking garage for the banquet hall. CEQA recommendation is exempt. Staff is recommending approval. Staff.
Hello again, Commission. Mike Villione, Principal Planner with the Development Service Department. The second item on this evening's agenda, third item, is a request to amend the conditional use permit for the banquet hall now under construction at 1120 Broadway. For reference, 1120 Broadway is designated general commercial by the general plan and has a corresponding general commercial zoning designation. The zoning district provides that a banquet hall may be authorized by conditional use permit. Accordingly, this body, the Planning Commission, approved CUP number 2020-0001 on April 26, 2021, authorizing a 21,583 square foot banquet hall with on-sale alcohol. The approval includes 104 parking spaces and numerous operational conditions to ensure compatibility, including limitations on hours, the use of the parking lot, and a requirement to develop and implement a parking management plan for large events over 500 persons that provides for overflow traffic, transportation, safe paths of travel, etc. Required permits are issued, and the banquet hall is again under construction. Here is an aerial view of the site. As you can see, 1120 Broadway is an L-shaped parcel, which is approximately 1.48 acres in size. The Broadway channel bounds the site at its north end and coincides with the municipal boundary. The banquet hall is visible in the top right and has passed framing inspections reaching 2 stories. Note that the former commercial building in the center will be demolished with further site development activities. The project is surrounded by various commercial uses to the west, east, and south, and residentially developed properties under the jurisdiction of San Diego County across the channel to the north. It is also important to note that a former cleanup action related to a leaking underground storage tank necessitates clearances from either the Water Quality Control Board or California Department of Toxic Substances Control prior to construction. The proposed amendment includes 2 primary requests. First, to reconfigure surface parking and improvements to accommodate a parking garage with 2 additional levels of underground parking. The resulting surface parking deck and underground garage would have 202 total parking stalls, 6 motorcycle stalls, and nearly 5,000 square feet of accessory storage areas. Second is the elimination of conditions requiring the development and implementation of the large event parking management plan. The proposed site plan shown here largely maintains the approved design of the CUP surface parking area and includes 93 spaces at grade. Notable changes include the relocation of the trash enclosure and bicycle parking to accommodate the canopy-covered vehicle access ramp at the north end of the site. Pedestrian access is provided to the lower levels by a stairwell adjacent to this ramp, as well as another stairwell and adjacent elevator near the center of the parking area. Landscape is not provided on the roof of the garage, but is provided in the front yard setback in keeping with municipal code requirements. Also visible are proposed 6-foot boundary walls along the east and west sides of the lot, and critically, the line marking the limit of the 100-year floodplain highlighted in yellow. Here's the first underground level of the parking garage, which is secured by a gate. This level includes 54 vehicle parking spaces, 3 motorcycle spaces, and 2,030 square feet of storage. Also visible are the stormwater facilities at the north end, which will discharge via a pipe termination in Broadway Channel. Finally, here is the second underground storage level, which includes 55 vehicle spaces, 3 motorcycle spaces, and 2,960 square feet of additional accessory storage area. Note that all development standards inclusive of parking regulations are satisfied with the proposal, except the proposed easterly parking screening wall must be reduced to 42 inches solid in the front yard setback. A tree must also be provided in all planters fronting Broadway. Compliance with these provisions are incorporated as draft conditions. The materials for the improvements at surface level are shown here, including the boundary wall, stairwells, and ramp canopy. Materials include metal paneling, wood grain paneling, aluminum cladded columns, and black metal roofing to match the modern aesthetic of the proposed banquet hall. It's critical to note that the proposed garage is subject to the requirements of the flood damage prevention ordinance, given that the northerly portion of the property is within the 100-year floodplain. Such special flood hazard areas are subject to strict construction requirements for flood hazard reduction. Consequently, staff anticipate that these regulations will require the garage to be substantially impermeable to the passage of water to at least 1 foot above base flood elevation, and include structural components capable of resisting hydrostatic and hydrodynamic loads and effects of buoyancy. In order to ensure the garage is safe from flooding and complies with the ordinance, the resolution requires an engineer to certify that construction plans incorporate and implement all applicable standards of the flood damage prevention ordinance, and secondly, that an engineer analyze and certify that the proposed pipe termination in the Broadway channel will not increase flood elevations. Note that proximity to the channel and related high water table will also create challenging conditions for construction. With respect to the elimination of the parking management plan, staff does not support the request without further documentation. The application did not include a study from an appropriate professional demonstrating that off-street parking is sufficient for these large events. Though parking requirements are satisfied, the condition ensures that procedures are in place to accommodate overflow traffic and pedestrian movements to ensure compatibility and public safety. Staff, however, support a proposed condition that would allow for further evaluation of the request with appropriate documentation through a minor amendment application. A minor amendment is a Development Services Director level decision requiring a public notice. The condition is also included with the draft resolution. The proposed underground garage is exempt from the review requirements of the California Environmental Quality Act pursuant to CEQA Guidelines Section 15332, exemption for infill development. Required findings to grant the conditional use permit can be made in the affirmative, as supplemental parking will improve banquet facility operation and its compatibility with adjacent properties. Staff therefore recommend approval subject to conditions, including all previous operational conditions, and a 2-year expiration due to design and construction complexity. Note that the expiration provisions also allow the applicant to request cancellation in order to complete construction in accordance with issued permits. Finally, note that staff met with the applicant earlier today, and the applicant conceded that the project as designed may not be financially feasible due to construction costs and the revenues necessary to support the project, thus echoing staff's prior concerns. With Planning Commission's concurrence, staff believe that a minor amendment could accommodate a proposed revision for a single-story underground garage as now contemplated by the applicant. This concludes staff's report, and I'm available to answer any questions. Thank you.
So it sounds like there's 3 layers to the parking garage project, not just to the parking garage. The originally, as proposed, was just surface level. The item under review has 2 subterranean levels, but it's possible that the applicant might come back with a minor permit to just do 1 underground level?
That's correct. The applicant has expressed interest after meeting with his construction consultants in limiting potentially the depth of the construction to avoid some of the, or mitigate some of the worst, constraints that they're likely to encounter related to the high water table and required shoring to get that far down.
All right, thank you. Any questions for staff?
So this is along my walking route over there on Broadway. There's a significant amount of dirt, like a huge dirt pile already there. Are they already digging? And and if they are not, was this, because there was a significant, it's major surgery on the banquet hall. Why didn't they just include this all-inclusive?
They are already working on the site. All required construction permits are issued, and we would consider this sort of an interim condition. And the request right now is to essentially amend the original CUP to allow the applicant to prepare construction documents to fully build out the site as they would like and intend to use it with that underground parking garage. But broadly, they have permits to work and move dirt and erect the building.
But are they digging right now? Because it's a significant dirt pile.
Grading operations and an approved grading plan, we would anticipate that they are digging and moving dirt. I can't say, with certainty whether or not that included, earth movements today or in the very near past.
Fair enough.
So a couple questions. The Board of Realtors is right next door, so I've been watching this for years, but the trash enclosure being in the back, and they're creating this parking garage thing, and then there's also, fire trucks. I'm sure they've accounted for all of that because the building itself is kind of landlocked in the back of it, so just wanted to make sure that was all safe and in and out for the trash, because the trash trucks are going to have to go to the back too.
That's correct. The application was reviewed by the Heartland Fire and Rescue and provides for 24-foot wide drive aisles as well as a fire turnaround. The trash enclosure is accessible off that and provides like a paved parking service for the EDCO trucks to be able to pull out the dumpsters, the 3-yard dumpsters, and service those.
And with that, because it looks like if they are going to go underground, there'll just be like a main level, maybe, parking, and then it goes down below for the underground parking, I assume. But are they having a level above? It was hard to tell from the drawing.
All levels are subgrade.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I'm concerned with some illegal encampments in the parking garage. Do you know what kind of security measures there will be when the banquet hall is not being used?
It's my understanding that the garage is secured, so the entrance from the ramp includes a secured gate at the mouth of the garage, and I expect that, and perhaps the applicant can confirm, but that the stairwell accesses and elevator can be locked outside of events. Also, I might add that the request was routed to El Cajon Police Department for comment, and they had no concerns related to the request.
So there would be no public parking when the banquet hall is not being used, like for other businesses
That's
nearby?
not an explicit condition that's incorporated. Should the Planning Commission wish to add that as part of their consideration of the item, they're perfectly within their purview to do so, but it's not an explicit condition that it remain locked. There are conditions that basically provide that you can't have temporary use of the parking lot without an appropriate temporary use permit, and that no loitering occur, and that during events that it be monitored so that there are not noise issues that result from the outside use of the parking lot.
And will there be lighting within the parking structure, well lit?
The conditions of approval also will require a revised lighting plan in condition, which is a requirement of the municipal code broadly. So with the original, they had to include a lighting plan that demonstrates safety or sufficient lighting for safety and security purposes, and that is a requirement with this as well.
Thank you.
All right. My main concerns with going down that deep have to do with hydrology, so I think you already expressed that concern, and I'm sure our applicant is willing to share about that. Any further questions for staff? Then let's go ahead and open the public hearing. Do we have any speaker cards?
We do, Ani Toma.
All right, come on up.
Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate for taking my time, your time, to look to the project we try to do in El Cajon. I'm here to answer any questions, and also I'm here to thank the staff. They work with us a lot to get this project, try to move as soon, the fastest we can. First, the parking lot, I appreciate your comment, really. Yes, will be very secure. It have to have a gate where it will be locked, because the area, we don't want to have homeless to be overnight over there. And I will answer any question you guys have. And again, thanks for the staff, Noah, Mike, Mr. Ketchy, and the city attorneys, everybody that will help us with this project.
All right, so the number one question I had was, with regards from going 2 stories underground right next to the channel, there's a lot of issue. Our water table in El Cajon is pretty high. You're digging down pretty low.
Oh, well, I bring before about a week ago, or more than a week ago, I bring the people to do the work, like engineering. The engineering said this parking lot will be the most expensive parking lot in San Diego County.
Wow.
So I don't recommend to go 2-story down. Try to talk to the city to see another solution. You go only 1 story.
Okay.
And the construction guy also, he did say the same thing. And then we decide, I come to the city. The staff, they was very open. They understand it. And they said, just give us proposal and we can move on with the project. And meantime is we can put, we're gonna tell the city staff and you guys that we maybe gonna take out 1 story. So we're gonna go now almost 99% we're going 1 story only, because the water table in El Cajon.
Yeah.
The shoring for that project, it was about $1 million.
Wow.
Just the shoring
for
by
the
itself.
shoring.
We spoke to a company to do that, and we tell them, hey, we just want a rough estimate, and they estimated it's about $1 million. So I said, I can come up with $2-3 million for the parking lot, but then they said, you know what, it's a bad idea.
All right. Any questions from fellow commissioners? Commissioner Edson?
I just want to commend you on that. That building was in need of work, and I'm glad to not see it go. I mean, it's obvious that you're putting in the work into it. I would call it major surgery, what you're doing there. It's very commendable, the amount of work you're doing on it. I share concerns about the water table, 2 stories, but I'm glad to hear you're open to it. But I wanted to commend you on the amount of money you're spending on that.
And one more thing is, the water table now is 8 foot. We raised, because there is a flood zone in that area 100 years, we raised it about 18 or 20 inches. So now, whatever we do parking is not gonna reach the underground water. And now we already have some digging already over there, like 8 foot exists plus 20 inches. That's a 10 foot. We're not gonna go down 10 foot, no. So the answer to that, maybe we're gonna reach the first or second foot of our footing, but normally they're gonna take care of that part because they know there is a water table 8 foot. We're gonna think about it, there is a 5 foot water table in the future in case something change. We don't wanna have water to come into the parking lot.
But you are digging already?
We already dig a long time ago. You're talking about 2 years ago. We moved the dirt, but we stopped because we wanna know exactly what we do in our parking lot.
All right. Any other questions?
Yeah,
Yes.
is there a big demand for banquet halls in El Cajon?
You know, yes, the Chaldean people, they do a big party. They come up with about 800, 1,000. There is no in El Cajon area. Even the St. Peter Hall, they do like 600 people. They am forced to go to like big hotel and spend a lot of money for this, for 1,000 people. So I think this area will be like 850 or 900 people. Really will be very helpful for the city, and plus, I'm sorry, for the community. And it's good idea. You know, I don't want to make money. God, he give me too much. So well, let's call it that way. Is God is giving me a lot of money every day. But my point is not to make banquet hall to make profit. No, I'm making banquet hall. Whoever getting married, really, he become big debt, a lot of money owed to the party, to all that. So I'm trying to lower the cost of the plate or per person to do that, really. And the only way is, to make a banquet hall. And I don't need money, just like a Trump. He doesn't need money. He can be a good president.
Right.
But if you need money, then it's a problem.
But it's available to anyone? the
Yes, sir.
banquet hall?
Yes,
Okay.
sir, to everybody.
To everybody, okay. Very good, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Right,
you.
thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak on this item?
I do not have any other speaker cards.
All right. I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
There you go.
Motion made by Commissioner Circo, second by Commissioner Pollock-Rude. Please vote.
And motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
Okay.
Stuck.
Whoever
I
gets
think
it
we're
can make
stuck
the.
again.
I feel like the machine is controlling our actions.
There we go.
Okay,
There.
oh, maybe not.
Thank you. New technology. No, we're good. We're in.
We'll figure it
I'm out.
We
Hold on.
got this. There we go.
There we are.
Is this an AI motivated machine?
All right. So I think the motion that we have before us is for the two-story, the three-layer, and the applicant said that he's probably going to alter that, but city already indicated that they can do that with a minor permit, which would go directly to administration and would not see us again. This item is not going to the city council. So, do we have a motion?
Well, I move to adopt the next resolution in order to approving the CEQA exemption and amendment to CUP number 2020-001, subject to conditions.
I second it.
All right, motion made by Commissioner Pollock-Rude, second by Commissioner Sotile. Please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
Congratulations.
So again, Mr. Chairman, this decision is final by the Planning Commission unless an appeal is received within 10 days.
All right, and good luck. All right,
Oh, there it goes.
let's see if I can navigate back to, nope. Yeah, here we go. We don't have any other items for consideration. We have staff communications.
I do have a staff communication. As the commission is aware, earlier this year, at the beginning of calendar year 2026, engineering services and community development combined into a single department, the Development Services Department. In conjunction with that, I wanted to acknowledge two recent promotions that have happened. So first, Michael Biglione. He is now our principal planner, overseeing the planning division as well as code compliance activities for the city. Mike will also be the new secretary for the Planning Commission, so you will see him at more meetings, kind of acting in the role that I previously acted in. But you'll still probably see me periodically. And then I also want to introduce Sinan Kachi. So Sinan Kachi is our new city engineer. He's also the deputy director for development services over the engineering services side of the house. So he's essentially taking over the role that Mario had here at the Planning Commission. So you'll see him at additional Planning Commission meetings. You know, Sinan is a great resource for the city. He's been with the city for over 12 years and a very deserved promotion. And we're excited to have him be part of the development team.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
So that concludes staff's comments. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Commissioner reports, comments? Oh, I had a question about the crematorium. I saw more framing going up. Do we have any timeline for that? How are they doing?
I haven't been had any discussions with the applicant. I have been observing their construction progress. I typically go by about once a month just to check on active projects in the city. So yes, I've seen the framing. They haven't had any recent concerns or issues where they've been modifying their plans. So my understanding is they're just proceeding with their approved plans.
Cool. Thank you. That was the only thing I was really curious about. Anything else? No? All right. Would anyone like to move to adjourn? I will move to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All right. Motion made by Commissioner Circo, seconded by Commissioner Pollock-Rude. Please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of members present.
Okay. The iPads still will be there from the point on in the bin, correct?
All right.
Yep, thank you.
And do we have an IT person? I have some notes.